stay down, down. I'm just stuck here in a dream. Back at the bottom of the ocean. I'm at the bottom of the sea. I'm gonna stay down, down. I'm just stuck here in a dream. At the bottom of the ocean. I'm at the bottom of the sea. I'm gonna stay down, down. I'm just stuck here in a dream.
Я батько. Я молодший брат.
Я водій маршрутки.
Я скоро одружуся. Я фанат шахтера. Начальник отдела продаж.
Я прораб.
Я программист. Я свидетель на свадьбе.
Дядя Юра, таксист.
Я вчитель фізкультури.
Я студент-геолог.
У мене своя фірма.
Я кращий друг зі школи. Я сусід, який завжди стукає по батареї.
Я єдиний син.
A lot of people look at us as robots who are just out doing a job, but everything we see and do affects us just like it does everybody else.
A lot of problems with first responders and veterans is that now we're in a battlefield that's very different.
I've lost more friends to suicide than I did in combat, and it really hurts.
When you push the human envelope to those maximum extents, physically, psychologically, emotionally, and spiritually, and then you pull that plug, nothing prepares you for the silence. Nothing prepares you for that void.
You can't come that close to death without it having some effect on you.
I'll never forget my wife telling me, you know, you're not the same Brett that I married.
What War Horses does is it puts you in that environment to, in essence, look in the mirror. But that mirror's that horse. And that horse is going to tell you where you're at.
You got to relax. You got to calm down. You got to slow your mind down and just think about this one thing, controlling that horse.
The first thing we do before we get on a horse, we breathe. To let go of everything. Let go of everything in your head. If I don't let go of everything, I cannot be present with the horse.
It's magic. I just started crying. It was the first time in my life that I literally let everything go.
Compassion, generosity, love, all of these things trickle back into what it is to be a human being.
It's completely changed me.
All the confidence I had lost, it started coming back working with these horses. They've given me my life back.
Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Do you ever have one of those moments where you think, how the hell did I get here? Jeez, what happened to me? I was ruling the galaxy, had a cherry new battle station. I mean, this place had an omelet bar, a straight-up omelet bar. And now look, my former intern's tossing me down a bottomless freaking pit. You know, come to think of it, my whole life has been a series of what the moments. That was my out.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I looked my woman in the eye sockets. I told her straight out. I just said it, man. I said it. I said, bitch, I'm the man of the house.
You said bitch, though. You called your wife a bitch.
Yeah.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
Broadcasting deep within the mountain complex or somewhere in the basement of the Pentagon. Huh. This is WTF Nation Radio's Monday edition. Summary WTF Moments. Anywho, how are you guys and gals doing today? We have a jam. Fuck, man. I love the tunes, man. Right? What makes the mood, man? That's why, specifically when it's Ice Cube, then how can you complain? It's Ice Cube, son. Anyways, hope you guys are doing pretty good. Just waiting for Shipwreck to show up. He's doing things, so when he pops in, he'll pop in. And we're all broadcasting live on all the thingies. On the thingies there. Are we on the Twitter? Yeah, I see us on Twitter. A couple of Facebook pages, YouTube and Twitch. We're on there now. There you go. It's free on YouTube. What's free? Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly that, man. Ice Cube in July. Where at? If it's where I think it's at, isn't there a couple of shows he's playing? June, July? I know somewhere, man. Yeah. All the shows you could totally tell that they're dad like shows now. That they're like individuals that back when we were younger, we were growing up listening to Ice Cube and NWA, and then we decided to grow up, and it was. I am. Well, thanks, Sports Bar. The Sports Bar with their introduction. There he is, the CEO of Goldcorp, proprietor of WTF Moments, MC of the Center of Excellency. Ice. There you go. Yeah, he is, dude. Ice Cube is legendary. He's legendary. Just got no problems with the Ice Cubage. And Ice-T. Yeah, there's some things about Ice-T that I need to talk to him about personally to see, hey, what's up, man? What was I going to say? Oh, hey, what's up, Shipwreck? I'm glad to see you making formation.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. I had to wait till China air balloons passed by Area 51 so we can go hide again in comms over here.
How about to say, man?
Because of damn balloons, you know?
Yeah. Hey, so... the leader of Murder Cult, man, you guys are just like totally slandering me today, throwing the slander, libel, and all the scandalous accusations that President Trump, it looks like his group of attorneys need to fucking unscrew.
What screw?
Well, I mean, it's just here's the thing. It's like anytime someone says something on the web now, before it used to be, hey, shut up and scroll, whatever. But I'm finding it more that the Republicans are getting really fucking mad about suing everybody now. It's like, when did you become so fucking litigious about a lot of stuff? What's up with the litigation? Why you want to sue people?
Because it's fun.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't
Well,
know.
I mean, if you got something, I guess. Ice Cube needs to walk out on stage with his opening one, wear sandals, socks, and a wife beater. Well, he already wears cargo shorts. He has. If you look at Ice Cube in some of his movies, he's a dad. He is a dad. It's hard to move away from that life or that image to, you know, and then you're like, dad. Now, you know, just you're a dad. So it's like, I don't know. It's going to a concert with my kids was very awkward. Does that make sense? It'd be awkward for me going with my kids. So if my daughters wanted to go to a concert and they wanted to see something, I'd just kind of like, oh yeah, I hope you guys have a good time, guys. It'd be just like kind of really weird sitting there busting some raps with the kids. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. You'd bust out with a dad joke?
I would bust out with dad jokes too, of course. But yeah, I just think it's funny that, you know, that Ice Cube is damn, dude, we're ancient, we're old. But anyways, and of course it's Ice Cube. It's Ice Cube. But anyways, what was that? Ice Cube might spend $21,000 for exactly that. Thank you, Cause. Thank you. That Ice Cube would spend $21K on Taylor Swift tickets. I'm not saying that I have not spent in a how do I say this? Is there an exorbitant amount when it comes to the kids, when it comes to dad stuff? You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna buy tickets for your daughters for a concert or your kids for a concert, it's worth it, right? I mean, isn't it?
Right. Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, I too have spent dad costs. Dad costs. Oh, Ramstein's different. That's family entertainment on a different level. So, but anyways, so the news, man, I almost don't like talking about the news, but the news is pissing me off lately. It's everyone's now accusing everybody of pointing fingers without having receipts. And I almost feel like in certain platforms, if you go to Facebook, then you see one platform that's all boomer freaking, you know, old people fucking passing memes around and all that. Ha ha ha. People complaining about getting zucked for posting something that they should not have posted due to Facebook's, or I should say Meta's outstanding algorithm on what's considered bad or what's considered not a good post. And then you have YouTube. You have a bunch of comedy shows. You watch whatever movie clips, whatever. That's YouTube. No big deal. Twitch is people gaming, playing guitars, and all sorts of stuff. No big deal. I mean, it's kind of cool. Go to what was the other one? What's the other fucking social media account that everybody's like? Anyway, then you go to Twitter. And everything's a dumpster fire. Everything's important. Everything has to happen now. Everything's trash. The Republicans and the Democrats are doing. We're this close. We're always this close to finding something out of somebody or something that we all fucking knew that no one's going to get in trouble for. We all know that Hillary Clinton's fucking shady. We all know that the Biden administration's shady. We all know that the Trump administration's shady. We all know him and his goons are fucking shady. We're not surprised. It's now to the point to where I got a scoop, inside scoop on Hunter Biden's crack dealing, whatever. His fucking videos have been on the fucking web for a long time now, and it seems like no one's gonna do shit. Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen at all, unless you sue somebody for, like, what's her name, the one that chewed out not chewed out. That was called that when Trump. What was her name? Shit, the one that said that Trump raped her, and a court found her.
Stormy?
Yeah,
No,
not
that
Stormy.
wasn't Stormy, was it?
No, it was somebody who held her. Anyways, but Trump was held liable, right? Held liable for sexual assault or whatever. He was held liable, but was never convicted. Yada 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 yada. Well, then now, I mean, I don't. Just glancing over the timeline, by the way. I didn't get too detailed in doing this research. My apologies. But now she wants more fucking money. I guess Trump has been ordered to pay. And now she's like, wants to ask the judge, hey, I want more money from what the original payment thing is at. It's like to the point to where, look, you made your fucking point. He's gone. He's got his fucking shit and he's done. They're just individuals that when it comes to certain sides of the political aisle, if they're a favored member of one political aisle, then nobody says shit. Everyone turns a cheek. No one demands any fucking justice, and that's it. It just goes on and yada yada yada. No big deal. But when it comes to Trump, and I'm not a fucking big Trump fan, by the way, so me saying this is going to be like surprising to some. Leave him the fuck alone. It's almost like, dude, we got it. You got him. You fucking now he's paying some shit. It's like the continuous. To me, I just think it's so distracting to politics right now that everything's always after about fucking Trump. Look, you didn't do fucking anything when he was in office other than impeach him twice. You didn't fucking do anything now other than, sue him and say he's liable for whatever. It's fucking done. If we're not going to do anything to the other party for what they're fucking doing, if you want to talk about Hunter Biden, we're going to talk about Burisma, we're going to talk about, what fucking, pay to play, whatever. We're talking about the Durham memo, the report that's been released, saying just how fucking shady the election was going to be back in 2016 and that everybody fucking knew about it. No one's going to fucking do anything. So then why keep, I don't want to fucking hear anything. I don't want to hear anything about fucking Trump anymore until I see somebody fucking do some shit about the other individuals. Nobody's getting in trouble.
The double standard there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, nobody's fucking, it's like, what the fuck, dude? So it's just like, not to mention the fact that 30 tons of fertilizer, ammonium nitrate, just disappeared. Like little side news stuff happening. We also have down in Mexico, the fucking Baja race in Mexico. That thing like rarely gets fucking touched. The Baja 500, the guys that are down there drive the
Yeah, no one ever hears about them.
No one ever hears about the drama. As a matter of fact, all we hear is about new drink endorsements, Red Bull games, and stuff like that. But apparently, I don't know, nobody can say yet or not if this has been cartel connected, but the Baja 500 got shot the fuck up. Some individuals that were either participants or, spectators. 10 died.
We're still waiting on the facts to come out on that, aren't we?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. Well, I still want to know what's going on. We now have fucking more individuals crossing the border. I don't know. It's just, again, it's.
Oh, don't even get me started with that.
Well, the whole thing makes me mad about, the whole thing is like, everyone talks about what the previous administration did or didn't do. And the previous administration before that, what they did and didn't do. And nobody seems to be fucking doing anything about it. You're not racing if you're not cheating. Nobody. It's like, look, all this shit's happening. No one's getting fucking in trouble. We have individuals who, I don't know, want to impeach Trump again for whatever, left and right for what he did. He fucking farted before some sort of a campaign stump, whatever. But yet here we have fucking members of Congress that continuously fucking trade shady stock fucking exchanges during big muscle movements when specific contracts from I don't know, name your Raytheon or name your Pfizer or name your Moderna. Nobody says shit. Nobody does anything about it. The moment you say this is bullshit, you want to do something about it, the individuals that support those individuals will call you a racist. We'll call you racist. We'll call you an insurrectionist, whatever IST name you want to add to it. Nobody fucking cares. But as soon as it's somebody that they don't fucking like, you have Dianne Feinstein, right? She suffered shingles.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, she suffered shingles and had encephalitis, and she looked like she had a fucking stroke, and she came back decrepit as shit. Her and the president are about the same fucking age, right?
Right.
And the next thing you know, everyone's like, "Oh, she needs to resign. She needs to resign because her faculties aren't there, and she just needs to retire. She's too old." All right, well, let's. We got some fucking We got some. Save some of that energy for the president. Save some of that energy for anybody else in Congress who are freaking just like over the age. Dude, stop! Stop. It's dude. The Feinstein's lost, dude. Just look at our whole fucking look at Congress. I just can't get over it. I just can't get over it. Also, when I see they're just scrolling the timeline right now, and this is the shout out to some of the individuals that are part of the hashtag Mill Twitter crew, and or what did you say? People who are in the military that are part of Twitter. That they were so energetic by calling everybody oath breakers and calling everybody fucking. You need to violate your oath, and that's what you get if you question the jab. Then you should get fucking thrown out of the army because you're violating the Constitution. You swore an oath. You're violating your oath. But goddamn, are those same fucking voices loud as fuck when it comes to the Second Amendment? Are you not supposed to support the Constitution? So if somebody is bad-mouthing why they should take the jab, then why the fuck are you questioning them about it when you're blabbing off about the Second Amendment? Are you not an oath breaker yourself when it comes to the Second Amendment? This person should get thrown out of the army for questioning the jab. What's next? Throwing somebody out of the military for questioning our presence in Ukraine? I'm just saying, because that's what it looks like is happening. It looks like the vitriol that's within the veteran community, which we'll get that out in a minute. The vitriol that's happening in the fucking veteran community, some of them are just some punk ass bitches that are hypocritical, that like to talk a lot of fucking shit. That I just sit there and listen to them. I'm like, motherfuckers need to take the jab. And if they don't take the jab, they're oath breakers. They're this. And they swore an oath. Policy's policy. And I'm like, okay, I'm shaking head. Yep. Okay, cool. They should be, so it's defined by the Constitution. They swore an oath to the Constitution to obey the officers appointed above me. All right, cool. Yep. Roger that. 3 backs full. 3 above. Yeah, wow. Right. Then as soon as it comes to the Second Amendment, they open their fucking same shithole and fucking just blab about the Second Amendment being fucked up and how we need to repeal the Second Amendment, or how the Second Amendment is this, or anybody who loves the Second Amendment is this, and this. Well, then wait a minute. I'm confused now. I thought you just said that if you didn't follow the Constitution or follow your oath, that you're an oath breaker. So are you an oath breaker for not wanting to have the Second Amendment? Are you an oath breaker then if you like to talk shit about individuals that support the Second Amendment, or calling them vet bros, or calling them whatever, or gun grabber, or gun lovers, or whatever? Immediately they start talking about, penises and shit. If you have whatever weapon you have, we're supposed to compensate for something else.
Can't have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. I'm just one of those Monday ruminations, just thinking, just looking at the timeline, watching individual talking shit. Watching that same individual keep talking more and more shit. Individuals, I should say, because it's more than one. And I'm just like thinking, you know what? Yeah, I kind of, don't get me wrong. Some of the stuff about the jab and the policies of the pandemic and yada, yada, yada. I understand the military side of the house, blah, blah, blah. Totally right there with you. U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio were always putting out the policy when it came to the COVID-19 drama. And then to find out that, some of the shit that, in hindsight, 2020 was fucking incorrect. No pun intended on the 2020 part. And then now it's no longer part of the jab. There's individuals that was their moment to shine. That was their clout clicks and likes fucking session when it came to that shit. When it came to that fucking shit, immediately everyone jumped on that fucking virtue. It affected my family as well personally when it came to COVID, and myself as well. When it came to visitation, COVID, blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's not my own fucking story to fucking say. That's just between me and my family, but I don't want to put my family's business out there, but it affected me in a certain way how some individuals were granted and allowed to attend a fucking funeral, and some individuals were not allowed to attend a funeral. Some individuals had to say their family members, watch them die through FaceTime. But other individuals got to go visit their family.
Oh, fuck that.
So when it came to the COVID drama, there was a lot of members in the military that were really stamping on that shit. To the point to where we even had members of our military telling their soldiers that you're not a real leader unless you get a jab. Now, mind you, this is when it was an option. Then here we fucking go with the Second Amendment. Okay, look, if you want to crush a little specialist or a little private or a little buck sergeant that says, hey, what about the jab? And you're on fucking social media shit talking that poor troop, same shit talking that soldier can come back right back at you and say, then shut the fuck up about the Second Amendment. If you were sworn yourself to uphold the Constitution, then I think you should shut the fuck up when it comes to Second Amendment. Just shut up. You are no different than what herder, my freedom, my rights. Everyone was mocking your fucking soldiers like that.
Well, it's the same people that also gripe about everyone else saying this and that online, right? About the Constitution, and then they're talking shit about those people for doing that shit.
Right.
And then they're like, "Oh, you're gonna follow my word and my chain of command." But yeah, you're right. Second Amendment. Oh yeah. They become all those same people they bitch about online doing the same shit for other subjects.
Right. Exactly. It's like, well, make up your mind. If you're going to sit there, you're part of the military and upholding the Constitution, I swore an oath to defend this country from enemies, foreign and domestic, then I think this should apply. And you're using that to shove your shit down because you want to fucking be virtuous and fucking pump your fucking echo chamber to the fucking Joes, then I think it's totally fine, troops, to flash your fucking crossed rifles everywhere. Post your fucking stickers about how much you love guns. Infidel sticker. What the fuck you want to post? Post them. Post them.
So can I post my infidel patch that I wore overseas?
Hypocritical. That's all I'm saying. It's just hypocritical. Just hypocritical. I like to say, hey, look, maybe I think because now you've painted yourself in a corner. Once we found out how the vax was really effective or not effective, right? Now you're painting yourself in the corner, and I've known individuals that have deleted tweets and posts on social media because there was some shit that they posted that, wow, you look like a dumbass in front of your fucking troops.
Well, isn't that a daily basis?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, there's some accounts that are diehard. Well, keep memeing them until they fucking lock their account down, put it on private. Because, yep, exactly. Only cowards block and fucking lock. But that's just me.
Some people can't face that music.
Well, I mean, I get discussing the discussion back and forth during the time when we were having jabbing issues, when we were jabbing and people questioning whatever. I get it. There's nothing wrong with having a question about it, discussing about it. There were some leaders out there that knocked it out of the park when it came to talking to their soldiers about the policies that were going to come down and some of the consequences, and didn't berate them, didn't say nothing, didn't mock them, no issue whatsoever. But then now they have the new thing to kick on. Every time there's a shooting or something like that, immediately it's all guns' fault and it's all fucking, let's not talk. Now we want to now we don't believe in the constitutional right that we told you earlier about COVID that you should have obeyed. The officers appointed over you, that maybe you should, I laugh. It's just one of those things that, like I said, just scrolling the timeline today. Everyone just fucking bitching. No one's going to do a damn fucking thing until there's a catalyst that sets it off. I don't know what that catalyst is going to be. But damn it, dude, when you got fucking Ukraine now fucking poking into fucking Ivan. Did you see that shit? Ukraine, there's some pro-Ukrainian Russians. Is that what I read? Some pro-Ukrainian Russians are like fucking...
Get out of here.
Yeah, they invaded Ukraine or they invaded Russia. They went in there and fucked some Russians up. They took over a checkpoint. And I thought it was funny.
They took over checkpoint.
I just think it was fucking funny. It's just like, and everyone's like, "Oh, see, this is an escalation by Ukraine and blah 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 blah." And I'm like, shut up. Just stop. Just stop. Just. It's not. I don't know. Russia invaded Ukraine back in 2014, and now everyone's all up in arms because now Ukraine's taking action. It's kind of like, dude, shut up. It's repetitive. It's again. I just looking at the timeline, just like shaking my head and seeing, you know what? Some of you guys are idiots. Some of you guys are fucking straight. There. How do I say this? You ever been like, there's that one person in the unit, one person in the organization that always bitched about everything, right? That always was complaining about fucking how the unit is and all that. Didn't you, as a leader, take personal gratification when we were doing like training and you saw that person just sucking? You saw that person just like feeling uncomfortable? Didn't like a blanket of warm, hey, ha, you fucking sucking bitch. Didn't you feel that when you saw somebody like that in your organization that you couldn't fucking stand, and you're finally seeing them? Yep, you're sucking. Yep, you got that ruck on your back. You're fucking. That's what I think a lot of individuals who tweet in the fucking mill space or post on the mill space. I want to see that. I like seeing when someone says, hey, I didn't get my dream assignment. And I didn't get this assignment. And I didn't get this. Now I got to go down to a brigade combat team. I just sit back and go, you know what? Life isn't fucking, in the military, it's not all fucking, roses. You can't have your fucking way. There's still needs of the fucking military that need to happen. I kind of like it. I want to see more of that. I saw somebody who got upset. That was the biggest fucking shit poster on fucking Twitter or on social media, or liked to post a lot of crap and then wondered why they didn't get retained or were told that they had to get out of the military. They got looked over. Well, yeah.
I got busted.
I don't know. Maybe it's the psyop or sadist in me. Maybe it's because I'm a little sadistic when I like seeing that stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. Now, okay, are you married? Or I could get, some of the shit that we post. Individuals get fucked over. Of course, I'm going to fight for that. But I'm going to fight, I'm going to help you fight the power if you're getting dicked over or something like that. But if it's a normal process that you have gone through and not everything happens your way, I kind of like it. I you know what? After the 29 years or so that I've served and I've had all the fucking, tough shit. That's the way it's got to go. And you're this, and this. If you want it, you go to selection or you apply for it and you make it. You got to go for it, blah, blah, blah. Maybe you need to work on yourself, yada, yada, yada. Then I'd be like, yep, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do it. I didn't sit there and complain. I mean, by the way, I didn't have really social media accounts until just recently, but exactly, Pip. Korea, I wanted Germany. Oh, yes, those crybabies are the best. Those are the ones that sit back and just expect that they're not going to have their whatever, not realizing that the Army is the Army. I kind of like how some of them are passed over. Yeah, exactly that, PZ. They are fucking passed over for a fucking... Maybe you shouldn't have posted and shit-talked your chain of command or shit-talked your troops on social media then wonder why you're not going to get... I don't understand what happened. I was doing great. I had this eval and da-da-da-da-da. I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that, but don't want to fucking see the whole picture about themselves. So again, I go back to saying the guys that were shit-talking their troops about the jab... Shut the fuck up about the First or Second Amendment. Just shut up. Because you're doing the fucking same thing. I consider you a fucking oath breaker then if you want to be that way. I consider you somebody who's not adhering to the Constitution. You either want to be in the military or you want to shitpost like you're not. You can't have fucking both. Yeah, exactly. Man, goddamn, Dave, you reading my fucking bio? I know you wanted to be a master sergeant, but the Army needs you as a first sergeant. Damn, that's pretty much my career story right there. I tried to move out, but I had to do it. Sorry, I did it. So I didn't sit there and go, oh my god, they're gonna make me a first sergeant now. Nah, I just did it. I'd like to go to Hawaii, Alaska. It is, fam. I got to Germany with a quick. I got to Germany with a quick redirection of Trash Canistan. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a lot of individuals that left during OIF and OEF that wanted to go to Korea that not realize that there's some rotational units that are on tap. Those are the ones that I love the most too. After the towers were hit back in WW 9/11 in Infinity War, I saw that individuals that were legit trying to file trying to do deck statements for not going to battalions that were deploying to Afghanistan and then soon later Iraq. I loved it. Again, it's that little monster in me, that little that little gremlin in me. I almost sound like W laughing. Fuck those shit bags. They all need to deploy. And that's nothing too. They all need to deploy. What are you? I see you hiding out in there in your fucking nice little assignment. What are you doing over there? Been just loving it at your time at the fucking Pentagon, hobnobbing with everybody else. Time you need to go down to the line and act like a sornt. Fucking sidewalk leaders. I'm too jaded, maybe. We were told we were in Hawaii. I don't know. It's called the Tasmanian Devil. Exactly. You know what? And some individuals said that they wanted it to be permanently assigned to Iraq or Afghanistan. That's right. I mean, seeing some of the garrison shit that's happening here, I never thought it would come back. It's just like the COVID. I'm going to talk about COVID again. It's just like how units really said, we're going to use these as lessons learned by these lockdowns because we know that soldiers can do things. We don't have to have all of our soldiers there. We have lessons learned. Oh, hell no. Those leaders couldn't wait for your ass to get back to work. They couldn't wait to freaking... Can I get a Diddy move to Al-Assad? I'd go back to Kurdistan. That's just me, though. I would go back to Kurdistan. I'd go... As a matter of fact, I was thinking about... I was talking to some of my friends and some of the Terps that I knew there. I was thinking about buying a flat out there in Dohuk. And we were thinking about... No shit. We were thinking about opening up an extreme... downhill ski snowboarding place up in the mountains. So yeah, Tradoc Ranger, exactly that. Yep. Yeah, dude, it's just so let's talk about that COVID stuff again. Oh yeah, we'll lock you down, and then we're gonna say, hey, look, it's okay for you to come in a little bit late if you got to take your child to childcare. Now they want to fucking use the damn family care plan for everything. Everything. It's a family care plan. You're seeing it right now, posted. Right now, we're currently waiting on a story. As a matter of fact, this story has about a week or so left before we blast. I'd say almost 2 weeks. And this is the story that I was talking about before about an individual that is slated to retire in October. That their unit wants to send them to NTC next month.
What?
Yeah, baby. Yeah, there's an individual that we know. We've been following this story along. That is scheduled to go to NTC, even though that individual is retiring in October next month. And when that individual goes, I am going to make sure that we appropriately name all the senior leaders in chain of command. Let's just say right now it starts with first Cav. There you go. That's the. Let me give you a hint. First Cav. There you go. Fort Cav. That's the first. That's the individual. That's the unit that's going to try to do this, and we'll see what happens. See little stuff like that. That's not.
Why
Go ahead.
Putting spoilers out there. Hope it's. Got to be careful. You don't want to give too many spoilers.
Well, I mean that right there is good enough because I kind of wanted to let it out a little bit so that way they know that who's in the organization right now that is about ready to retire that we maybe not need to send to NTC next month. Who's going to NTC next month? There you go. Who's scheduled to retire in the next 6 months? That's another fucking metric right there. I guarantee it. That's the way you need to. You were going to say third ID. Well, third ID has actually been laying low a little bit. Like they've been keeping out of trouble for some reason. I don't know why. Leadership that pulls that shit needs a negative mark on the NCWR. You know, that was a discussion that we were discussing as well on the team. Maybe that should be a requirement. I know we're drifting slowly a little bit into the Soren's time thingy. But maybe ETS from NTC. Oof, man. Maybe that needs to be. How many soldiers did you have that were pending retirement in ETS during your time in command? And what did you do to take care of them? Because currently there's congressional representatives that says that apparently leaders currently right now in the Army aren't letting soldiers fucking do their transition resources. Again, these are the same individuals that I feel, in my opinion, contribute to the veteran homelessness that we have right now. That's just me. I think that those punk-ass little captains that are down there preventing a soldier from ETSing or retiring and not allowing them to do their transition services because they got to hit that fucking metric. They got to hit that NTC to look good. We got to send everybody to fucking Europe because Ivan's doing Ivan things. Then maybe that's a contributing factor. I'm just saying. That's just me. The beating will continue until morale improves. Exactly. Ooh, oh, damn, Musa. Ooh, shit. Ice, we have migrants to take care of, not vets. Ooh, damn.
Ooh. Ouch. Well, didn't they kick veterans out of a hotel so migrants can room and board?
I think that story, the reason why we didn't post that story to discuss it is because we were waiting for I don't think that's true. There's a window when some stories come out that we're kind of like, do we post this? Do we talk about it? But yes, there was a story that was reported that some veterans were kicked out of a hotel and replaced with migrants. And it turns out that it was fake. That was a lie. That wasn't true. That's why you didn't see us talking about it or ranting about it or whatever.
Yeah, I just might bring it up so we can get it clear out there for people to understand. Sometimes what you see is not always the truth.
Right. Well, exactly. Well, not to mention the fact that you guys have always known that I've always said this before, that I always get fucking a lot of shit for saying that the veterans before refugees. I'm not saying that we can't multitask. I'm not saying we can't take care of both at the same time, but no. Why is no one re-enlisting? Ask the Army as they make it. Yeah, exactly. Why is no one re-enlisting? As a matter of fact, if that individual does go to NTC, that's a good idea. I'll have that individual send videos of saying why you shouldn't join the Army. And we should post that. Why shouldn't you join the Army? Because they sent my ass to NTC and I retire in fucking October. There you go. That's one good fucking reason. This wouldn't have happened if Trump was in office. All that bullshit. That's bullshit. I call bullshit on that. Remember, guys, they don't care. They don't fucking... The GOP, the DNC, the Democrats, you're only going to be used as a prop. You're only going to be used as something to make you feel good, to make them say, look, see, I took care of these veterans. These are the veterans that we took care of. But have any of these individuals actually benefited from what they say? Oh, we did. Homeless people above refugees. You can take. You can't take care of your own. You can't take care of the others. Yeah. I think our homeless problem needs to get tackled. These are some of the things that a lot of individuals. How do I say this? A lot of individuals like to go back and forth and say that we can't. We're so singular, it seems like, in our tasks when it comes to stuff like this. Like, we can handle the immigration crisis. We can handle the veteran stuff. We can handle homelessness all at once.
Don't talk too loud now.
I'm just
idea.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I think the Amazon guy's at my door with a box of common sense that I just ordered. But I'm just saying. But I honestly think that we could do more than one thing at once. And we need an action officer on this shit. We need an action point of contact. So if someone says, like, for instance, who was appointed the border czar? The vice president, right? I haven't seen shit from her. Who do we appoint to be the AI czar? Same woman, the vice president. Haven't seen shit from her. We need updates. We need. What's up, Lance? We need to have IPRs, in progress reviews from these individuals. If you say you're going to fight stuff at the border, are you saying you're doing stuff at the border? Well, what have you done in the last 30 days? Almost like a sit rep, right? What have you done, shipwreck, to fight, to combat illegal immigration? What have you done? What have you worked? You know what I mean? What would you do? What would you say? How would you do this? Would you do this to the American people? And I'm not talking about going to Karine Jean-Pierre, the White House spokesperson. I don't believe in that shit. If your ass was in charge of doing a specific task under the president's, man, if I was serving at the pleasure of the president and they made me the AI guy or the border guy, I'd be giving updates every get out of here, KJP. I'm not talking to you. I'm going to talk. What's your first question? What do you feel about the border? Blah, blah, blah. We've done this, we did that, or we do fucking something. Do fucking something. Brief something. Because right now it feels like the country's running rudderless. And that's a naval term for running without the thing that makes you turn left or right. So you're running rudderless. You guys, that's a boat term. Hanging out with some Navy people lately, so forgive me.
Just leave the Coast Guard out of it.
Dude, I'm telling you what, the Coast Guard, man, some of those guys are harder than fucking woodpecker lips. You see them fucking jumping on those narco subs and banging on the fucking hatches, and you know, they're I don't know, man. The Coasties are getting it. I'm just saying. I think the Coasties are now getting more action than any other service since the GWAT ended, if that makes any sense. But yeah,
you're saying they're growing.
Yeah, they're doing more
they're
things.
Growing.
They're growing. They're growing. I'm not like Space Force. Still wondering what the hell Space Force is doing, but you know, shout out to the WTF Moment Space Force guys. They're guys right now until they get a guys, and I'll say guys and gals. But I kind of like, and me and Pip talk. I mean, this talker, Pip's got a good point. The Ellis Island thing. I talked about this a long time ago when D. Treasy was fucking president. So why don't we have a south of the border Ellis Island? Why don't we have something like that? The Ellis Island, a massive structure that straddles the U.S.-Mexico border. That goes one end, you go inside to get your shit, to get vetted, to get your little IDs and get your little stuff like that. And then bam, you have an I-10, which is an individual tax ID number. Given through on the other side, and once you've been vetted and you've not held any criminal warrants or something like that, you get to be pew pew. You get to go out on the other side where you can enjoy this country. And then if you apply and you're good, then guess what? We'll even let you be a citizen. As a matter of fact, if you join our military, I think personally, six years of service, automatic. If you're an immigrant here and you're not a citizen and you're willing to die for our country, the United States, bam, free.
How many years you say?
6 years. 6 years.
Well, couldn't there be a caveat there if you did 1 year and then the second year end up deploying to a war zone? Wouldn't that count as your 6 years?
I'm gonna tell you what. As a matter of fact, if your time, as a matter of fact, President Ice or the border czar, whatever you want, a political appointed name you want to call me, or a communications guy, I'll say this right now: if you have deployed to a tax-free combat zone, a year will be taken off that time.
A year for each year.
Deployment.
Okay.
For each deployment, not a year, not for whatever. For each deployment. So, for instance, I'm Mr. Immigrant, cross the border, 18 years of age, healthy male. I come through. I go through the south of the border, Ellis Island. I go through. My papers are good. I have my little ID. I have my I-10 number, which is a Social Security number replacement until you get a Social Security number. You get that, and then I apply it. That way I could go to work, and then I join the Army. I go to basic training, say I want to be a tanker or artillerist or infantryman. I go and join. I graduate basic training. I graduate AIT. And then the unit that I go to is selected to go to a deployment. Bam. To Syria or bam. To wherever. Bam. Combat zone. There you go. The year's taken off. Automatic. It doesn't matter if the tour was 9 months, 3 months, 4 months, a year. As long as like for 3-4 months or above, shit. And it's a combat zone, go. You're in. You're in. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and ensure that you'll get pushed to the front of the line. Congratulations. Thank you for joining our military and putting your life on the line for our country. Guess what's going to happen when you get a DD-214? Or, I tell you what, if you re-enlist too, and you were that, you can get a bonus. You should get a bonus. Get some incentive. There you go. It's easy. Yeah. See how easy that was? See how, the authorities and tasks and, who's going to be responsible for that? You've hired a lot of motherfuckers to do a lot of enforcement that shouldn't be doing enforcement. I don't know, like the Postal Service. The fuck they doing having cops? The ATF. Yeah, whatever. I'm going to tell you what. That should be one of the heaviest fucking employed, how do I say this, agency that's out of the military, that's outside the DOD. It should be Border Patrol. It should be the Customs. It should be the fucking ICE. No pun intended. Service equals citizenship. Some people get bonuses and pushed ahead of the line when they join. Yeah. It depends on what that is, too. Believe it or not, we're getting individuals that have crossed our border that are not from Mexico. Didn't we get some Iranians or some Afghans or some Chinese, nationals as well? I mean, Starship Troopers, yeah, exactly. Someone's like, "Oh, that's fascism." That's fascism. I'm gonna tell you what. If you've not been to a naturalization ceremony where you've seen immigrants become U.S. citizens, it is a heavy emotional, and will hit you in the feels if you've ever attended one. You're like, damn, dude, hearing some of the stories of how some of the immigrants that are currently joining the military that have sought citizenship and gained their citizenship through their service. And woo, man, you'll get in the field. And you're like, yep, this is the America it's all about. This is what America's all about.
It's a very emotional experience, that's for sure.
Yeah, it is. So I always go back and forth with individuals when they talk about the border stuff. So go back to what I was saying. Who the hell's in charge? See, that's what's going on right now. That's why everyone is feeling like a little bit like we're rudderless, like we're like flying with no guidance. We're just flying. We're driving somewhere we're on a boat with no rudder. We're just full power and we're just nothing. No one's in charge of shit. Anytime you have somebody from the White House speak something about what update we're doing, it becomes an attack, and then everything becomes MAGA Republicans. Everybody's now MAGA Republican. You don't listen to what they got to say, you're a MAGA Republican. You don't want to fucking vote this way, you're a MAGA Republican. You don't like this, you're a MAGA Republican. They've now made MAGA so fucking, I don't see, toothless.
They ran it so far in the
it's so fucking toothless now. It's like, when someone says, "Oh, it's because of my," immediately I just drop. Just like when someone says "woke," I just immediately, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna fucking talk to you about that shit now because now you're being stupid. Now you're like, well, everything's woke or everything's MAGA. Yeah, exactly. Uncle Joe is in charge. No, he's not. I mean, he's in charge. He's sitting in the seat, but goddamn it, just I don't know. I like to sit down and have I don't know. Wouldn't anybody like to sit down with him an unscripted presser, an unscripted interview without having fucking questions being pre-charged, ready to go? Yeah, there's MAGA and there's Mega MAGA. And then there's Mega MAGA, Ultra MAGA. Exactly.
You got a super duper MAGA too?
Yeah, it's super duper, extremely MAGA, Ultra MAGA of the MAGAs, of MAGA-lencency. Yeah, it's the same thing with extremists.
Are you going to do a Latina MAGA too?
We have the Ultra MAGA, Ultra Right Latinx. Well, no, they're not Latinos because Latinos that are conservative don't like being called Latinx. Well, I don't like that name either, but because it's fucked up because some white liberal fucking wine box chick fucking decided to name that. But everything's you're a supremacist now. If I like guns, immediately I'm a white supremacist. As a matter of fact, because I do something bad, then I'm part of the FBI's white statistics. But if somebody does something to me, then I'm now considered a minority, and that person, what they did to me was a hate crime. Does that make sense? It's not making fucking sense, but.
So you can't talk about things that make people uncomfortable, but they're able to talk about things that can make you uncomfortable, is what you're saying?
They like to say that it's violence when you say something that they don't like, or they don't appreciate, or they don't understand, or they don't receive. And a lot of things in life, nobody gives a fuck about if you like it or not. I don't have to fucking like anything or everything you say. I don't. So if I say something to you and I don't agree with you, I mean, you and I have had disagreements on here before, but we're not calling each other names. We're not fucking, I'm not saying, shit.
Not in public. Now behind closed doors, I tell you where you can shove it, maybe.
Well, I mean, me and you break balls pretty hard though, that we always laugh and we're, we have then we have vegan Magen. That sounds like German. Oh yeah, hello. Herzlich willkommen, die Vegan Magen.
What's in that Magen?
Yeah, some Magen. Magen sounds like, is that a new race, Magen?
You identify as that now?
You come from the planet Maga. These Magans here, you better be careful.
The Uranus MAGA.
Exactly. Captain, we've arrived at the Magan system on screen. You know, Jean-Luc Picard sitting there go, oh my God, the Magans.
You're gonna make it sound like Star Trek.
Yeah, exactly. On screen. Open a channel. We need to contact the Mogans. They're like the Klingons, but they're not. You know what I mean?
Gonna beam up some MAGAs up here.
Exactly.
Captain Clark.
I gotta be careful what I say before my Star Trek friends fucking, send me some DMs. Stupid Mogans. The MAGA Meister. On screen.
Mega Dark Star.
Yeah, exactly. On screen, Mr. Worf. Sir, there are Moggins everywhere. This whole planet's full of Moggins. Moggins. Oh, MAGA Meister, see? So again, white supremacists, anything. Woke, racist, MAGA, liberal, progressive, all those names have now been taken out of its context and what of its meaning, and it doesn't mean shit anymore. And there's maybe a couple of slurs that you could throw out that might have some impact now, that are still out there. But he's MAGA Republicans, I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. Someone doesn't like it, or phobic. Yeah, there you go. Lord Vader, the MAGA are revolting. Several Moggins died giving us this information. The plans of the Death Star. Anyways, the Moggins. Yes, the same thing with phobic. I don't like something, you're phobic of something that you don't like.
Are you phobic of it now?
Are you phobic? Are you any phobic? I mean, are you, because then the phobic is like a phobia of a lot of things phobic. Because you notice Islamophobia has kind of died down a little bit now that we have all these new phobias that are now phobic to everything that's phobic. You're water phobic, transphobic, homophobic, space phobic. You don't like Elon phobic. You're whatever, demophobic, MAGA phobic.
Can you be phobic of the Second Amendment?
If you're in the military and you're shit talking about something, an amendment of the Constitution, just like you were shit talking down to individuals talking about the jab, violating the Constitution, then I think you should be quiet. Libophobic, phobia of the army, camel spider phobic. There you go. A lot of people are Americophobic. They're afraid of flashing a fucking American flag. As a matter of fact, there's individuals that say that the American flag has become a phobia in itself, or it's violence. Man, flash that flag.
Get out of here.
4th of July, that's one of my favorite fucking holidays. I'm APFT phobic. I actually kind of like the ACFT better than the APFT. I'll be honest with you. Atropia phobic, yeah, really. Whew. But what's this one right here? Hey, what's all this right? God dang, dude. The fear of malware in your computer, common legit, blah, blah, blah. But fear not, several measures. Damn, dude. We getting some cyber classes in here. Are you cyber phobic? Are you cyber awareness phobic? Cyber awareness challenge phobic? Oh shit, we gotta take a break because we were like blabbing phobic.
You're phobic of breaks? Is that why we didn't take one?
Exactly. Are you break phobic? You Biden phobic? Yeah, please hoist them colors. I'm first generation American. I'm proud of being American. So hoist those colors. I don't feel like it's any extremist or any racist or anything like that. When you want to fly the American flag, fly it high. Fly it so hard. Would you fly it? Oh, I'd fly it. I'd fly it so hard.
Waterphobic.
Waterphobic. Exactly.
That means they can't go to water school.
Exactly. Yeah, they can't be SEALs. We're gonna take a break right quick. Just short break right quick, and then we'll be right back with our phobia and shit talking about this last weekend event. There's some updates I got to talk about anyways when it comes to some topics that we discussed on Sergeant's Time. So I just go ahead. And I fly mine in my hood, grab the aluminum tube. You know what you could do with a fucking aluminum tube? We'll be right back. Shots.
What is this Facebook Live? I've never heard of this shit.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue.
If that's really a thing, and I get authorized to do it once, it's pretty much gonna be me sitting there talking shit, like, constantly.
Is this where you draw the line? 'Cause it's so sad. Tell me where you lost your faith. Is it so bad? Couldn't see it in your face. And it's so sad. I'll wait until you come back. Come back down to me. I'll wait until you come down. Come back
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
And we're back. Welcome back to the last half Monday edition. Some old Middle Eastern tunes with some beats. Yep, I got her. We got her. Oh man, I know everyone's here. I just like the song. Sorry, it's good mood music. Good mood music. Play this in the background, cooking us some chow for your date, and then just listening to that stuff. Oh, where'd you get that from? It's like, oh, this was when I was deep in the shit. Anyways, yeah, we got that scammer. So there's a scammer in there. We got her. We got her. We got Chrissy. Hi, Chrissy Berry. You've been banned. But see ya. Banned and blocked from the group. You're no longer allowed to request friends and friendship open like that. I'm specifying like 4 fucking dudes. What are you? A fucking Facebook groupie? Man.
Do you use a big red button you got on your desk?
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, this is freaking, yeah. So, real quick update. I know last week for Sergeant's Time we covered a story that Strange Visions in the Desert from Oxidize. I can't pronounce their name. That's the name of the it's an instrumental song. You can just Google on YouTube Strange Visions in the Desert. So we had a story that we talked about the Stolen Valor guy, Blair Didion, who reportedly said that he was a future recipient of the Medal of Honor. And he was Silver Star, 2 Purple Hearts, Bronze Stars, and a partridge in a pear tree. Well, that didn't happen. He ain't doing it. The dinner that he was scheduled to attend in a small Texas town has removed him from the guest speakership. They got somebody else. Also, he's been removed from the prayer breakfast that we talked about. So that's a little Stolen Valor update. We need to do a freaking cut or a little stinger. You know how we do all of our WTF moments. You know, the voice of U.S. Army. Blah, 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 blah. You know all that stuff. We have Stolen Valor. We need to have one that says Stolen Valor. You know, so that way it's like an update. So when we have more Stolen Valors, then we can, because we do got some Stolen Valors out there that like to sneak their way into shit. But anyways, so that's the update with that. Yeah, exactly that, Chris. You took the ASVAB? You're pretty much Special Forces, Ranger, Spec Ops, Navy SEAL Sniper, Force Recon, Over Duper Delta. Are you an extreme MAGA operator? Are you Moggin? Sorry, I want to keep kicking that. Keep kicking down that can. Moggin. It's fucking God. That's funny as shit. Anyways, well, fuck. Let's see what's do it in Heath Ledger's voice. Damn, dude, you're like obsessed with that Heath Ledger's thingy. So, tomorrow we have a pretty badass guest coming up tomorrow for Pop Culture Warrior, for CQ. I'm excited because if you guys name your TV show or name your movie that you have had any experience with this actor, you've seen with this actor, then you know who I'm talking about. Joe Montana going to be doing the Memorial Day concert, and he's going to be talking about that, which U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio will be conducting a show on Memorial Day. So fear not. I know a lot of individuals asked, hey, would you do another one? Because they actually appreciated the fact that we did a show on Memorial Day. So after that, figure we'll go ahead and just do it. So Joe Montana is going to come on. So, Joe's going to hang out, shoot the breeze with CQ. Just hanging out. Just Joe. Joe. He's going to be doing this in conjunction with the Gary Sinise Foundation. So it's going to be pretty cool. So it's going to be for this Memorial Day. I know currently right now, I know this is Sergeant's time topic, but currently right now, a lot of units are doing their pre-Memorial Day events. I think it's like Week of the Eagle for the 101st. The 82nd has All-American Week. Isn't Marn Week or something like that? Every big organization does their whatever weeks they have prior to the Memorial Day weekend. That's generally a 4-day weekend. If not, then you need to give a rub and tug to whomever CQ is giving one so he can pre-record his shows and take the night off. What are you talking about? A rub and tug to what? CQ had, let me tell you what, CQ tweaked his back. He's old like me. He doesn't like to say it, but he's, me and CQ actually are the same age. We're in our 50s. No, I'm just kidding.
I was going to call bullshit on that one.
Joe Montana, tomorrow, for Pop Culture Warrior, to discuss the National Memorial Day concert that WTF Nation Radio will share. Once, any streams or any vids or something like that, any highlights. So the coach is going to be doing All-American Week as well. All-American. If you've not been to an All-American Week, then you are definitely missing out. It is an awesome time. I love All-American Week. .CQ was older. See, that's what I said. Pip. But am I being an ableist? What is that? Is that ableist? Is that when you're like cracking up? What does ableist mean? What does ableist mean?
That's a good question.
Does that mean that I'm the ableist? Is that what? Hang on. Let me look at the. Hang on. You're speaking to someone whose English is a second language, so when I hear new words, I have to look. Ableism is the discrimination and social prejudice against people with physical or mental disabilities or who perceive themselves as disabled. So there you go. That's what ableism is. That's people who have blah blah blah. So me. Joe Montana played a bass in a band called the Apocryphals, which later played another local group, the Missing Links, and went on from formed the band Chicago. Wow, the more you know. Exactly that, Cos. Damn. Which, by the way, also, well, shit, might as well just throw that graphic up. Damn it, might as well throw the graphic up. Throw that graphic up. Let's see. There we go. Pew pew. I throw that graphic up there with my smiling face over Monday. Would you Monday me? I'd Monday you. I'd Monday you so hard. Hey, what's up? My event starts tomorrow at All-American Week. That's right. So tomorrow, Pop Culture Warrior. Again, check out Pop Culture Warrior. Pew pew. Joe Montana is going to be on. Who was not excited for having him on? Dude, he plays in he plays in so much TV. He's like, his career spans so much. I'm not going to take the thunder away from freaking from CQ, but damn, dude, he's got a lot of, he's got a lot of movies and stuff like that. So at any rate, so that's tomorrow on Pop Culture Warrior. Wednesday, with of course the Smoke Pit with TZ and Radar, which we had not Coach, but King, the actual King Smith, do his stuff. Hang out with the Smoke Pit. That was a pretty cool show. It got pretty deep. It got some good discussion. That's my squad leader level stuff. The Sorents, you know, the little where the Sorents, where the rubber meets the roll, where the axe meets the stone, where the spark makes the fire. What other terms that I could use? But anyways, and then of course Sergeant's Time with moi, yours truly. Spanky is coming back soon. Spanky will be coming back soon, so we'll be able to go back and forth and throw our normal banter. Of course, you know, the bye week of Friday Night Freedom was last week, so that's what we're calling it, like sports, a bye week. So that means this Friday is Friday Night Freedom. So Friday Night Freedom has a bye week last week. Pay attention. Take a look at the calendar. Make sure you're good, so everybody knows that when Cause has a show this week, he doesn't have one next week. So I know I got my DMs inundated. We're like, "Where's Cause? How come he's not doing a show?" And, well, wait a minute, that person didn't really sound like that, but I'm just saying that as just joking around. And then of course Sunday with the actual King Smith and Coach at the WTF Nation Sports Bar. Man, I can't wait. Fantasy football is going to start kicking up and all this other stuff. Some of the stuff that they were talking about, some legit topics on the sports bar last night. It was pretty good. I like it. We need to make a Saturday show. Well, you know what? Look at the calendar there. Yeah, well, when there's a Saturday show, we'll let you know. We're still filling out some other stuff, some other details for the rest of the shows. Man, that's robust. Look at that. That's 6 shows a fucking week. That's.
We know we'll have 7 or more.
Pretty soon we'll have 7 or more. Exactly that. And then pretty soon we may have a I'll stop right there.
Yeah.
I don't.
We might have more day shows.
Yeah. I don't want to blah blah blah.
Don't want to give any.
No. That's sneak peek stuff. We need to petition the government that we need more Cause. Saturdays are for raves. Man, I haven't had a good rave in a long time. Yeah, you'll run a Saturday show? Man, what you gonna do? Build wood or some shit? I'm just kidding. our woodworker that provides us all the outstanding products, PZ, he is our woodworking vendor. So any active duty guest that comes on, or anyone who's made a significant contribution to WTF Nation Radio, U.S. Army WTF Moments behind the scenes, normally will be given a coin rack with the emblem of said, WTF Moments or WTF Nation Radio. So, anyways, PZ's in the house. He does pretty good work. Hit him up for some woodworking stuff. He's on the apps. He's in the fucking chats right now. So hit him up. Say, hey, I need some woodworking done for a plaque or something like that. He's fairly reasonable when it comes to all the costs involved and all that. So I like real quick one last thing. Somebody was talking about the what Russian thing? What was I talking about? Because the earlier on May 22nd. The Russian Volunteer Corps, allegedly fighting on the Ukrainian side, claimed its members conducted combat operations in Belgorod Oblast. So it means Russians are fighting Russians in Russia with Russians of excellence. Does that make sense? So they're all worshiping Saint Javelin right now. And fighting Ivan. I love this infighting shit. This is good. I like it. That type of friction is awesome. PZ, show your face in the chat. Say, I'm right here. Just throw another comment in there so that way individuals can see you. That way you can get your contact info in there and all that. Because I know you're in the chats right now. I see you. I see ya. But so anyways, that's what's happening. Let's see, let's go back. And that was as of recently. So majority of residents flee, and then Russians and Russian sounds specifically like Cav to me. Cav wishes. As a matter of fact, we're lining up a guest to talk about Cav, to talk about what exactly does Cav do. What do you do, Cav? What is your gig, Cav? What do you bring to the fight? We've had.
Don't they ride horses?
We've had artillerists. We've had artillerists. We've had armor. We've had major commands. They're CGs and CSMs. We've had them come on here. We've had, centers of excellence, as guests on here. that talk about cyber, that talk about, we've even had, even the Center for Initial Military Training, CIMT, basic training for Fort Jackson. We've had them join us on, but we've never had anybody sit down and talk about CAV. What does CAV do? Sitting around, they bring spurs and assless chaps.
Assless chaps. Oh.
For those of you that have actually worn chaps, they're always assless. There you go. There's a mind bender for you. Chaps are always assless, cause. They make a thinger over your left shoulder. Yeah, I don't know what to wear. That's what I'm saying. We don't talk about CAV enough other than make fun of them. So I'm currently working with a guest who is all CAV knowing, commands CAV units, commands CAV soldiers, trains CAV. So what better way to have, what better person to have talk about CAV, as long as it's not, what was it, CAV phobia? What was it? I saw somebody in the chat say CAV phobia. CAV needs to be rolled into the 101st. Another useless. God, man, you guys are savage. Night, PZ. You guys are savage. Don't pick on CAV. I'm pretty sure back in the day I saw CAV doing CAV things and thought CAV was pretty cool. There's a WTF moment that I would like to talk about in my career, but I'll wait for a smoking cigar bourbon moment when we talk about that event. That was fucking hilarious. When CAV guys say, when in doubt, kill a scout. The day we get CAV guys on the station is the day that I will take off my panties. Wow. Holy crap. Dude, cyber awareness challenge guys, man. Holy shit. You're like throwing novels in there, bro. Not too many people can look into these chapters that you're writing right now and are reading it. Are you guys reading that stuff, what cyber awareness challenge is doing? They're like, he's throwing some. So for example, he's been throwing some weird, not weird, but he's been throwing some novels in there. Cause and his fear of Bud Light beer. Everyone has their preferences to tape when it comes to beverages, and it seems like Cause developed particularly aversion to Bud Light. Perhaps he has a not so pleasant experience with it or find it unappealing. Fear or dislike of a specific brand of beer is subjective and can be from person to person. Some people may have a preference for craft beers, while others may enjoy a different mainstream brand. It's all a matter of personal taste, but hey, there are plenty of other beer options out there to explore and enjoy. From different styles and flavors to local international brews, the world of beer offers a wide range of choices to suit different palates. Remember, it's not about finding what you enjoy and saving an experience. Cheers to that. Damn, dude, it sounds like exactly that, a ChatGPT response. It sounded like I was reading a line for some marketing pitch. No one talks like that. No, actually, have you not seen all the other stuff that we were talking about? Is ChatGPT in the house? It almost is. Cause I don't know, man. You said nobody talks like that, but then you got this.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or US.
That was a chat.
Was that ChatGPT?
Was ChatGPT generated?
Yeah.
I tell you what, that ChatGPT. Have you ever tried it to like meal prep with it?
No. No. You went in there and talked about when we were playing with ChatGPT about us, and they made it sound like we were some sort of international organization that we're related to Cobra, a ruthless terrorist organization determined to rule the world.
Well, I actually used it yesterday because I want to meal prep for a week.
Yeah,
I'm working so much.
Yeah,
and I was like, give me a meal plan. I want to. These are the main ingredients. Blah blah blah. No vegetables, right?
Right.
And I wanted high carbs. So it gave me a list for 7 days. Boom, this is what you should eat for each meal every day. So I was like, okay, well, give me a recipe to make these meals. And it gave me a recipe to make the meals. And I was like, okay, give me a shopping list to go to the store. It gave me a shopping list of what to buy. So now I know what to buy, the meals to make those meals that it told to do. And it's detail, like cook for this long, this degrees, everything. I was like, this is some badass shit. I put in some really good, I used it as a really good tool to help figure out a better way to make some cool meals.
Interesting.
Instead of the same old crap. But I gave it a criteria of the main ingredients I want to use. You know,
Gotcha.
like steak, chicken, fajita, whatever. You know.
Gotcha. I feel like using ChatGPT to shit post on some exes.
Well, you can use it for that too. I've actually gone past their ethics firewall that they got it to
Man,
do
bro,
that
I
it's
would-
not supposed to do.
Man, I would,
kinda
man.
scary.
I keep all the
It's real
receipts here.
scary.
Here you go, ChatGPT. Read all this. Now let's see what happens when. How would you respond to this ChatGPT when it comes to this X or that X, and see what happens from there. Then I think ChatGPT will come out with some bangers.
Bangers that come.
Ice got some X's in Texas. Musa, who you telling, brother? Woo, buddy. That's why I hang my hat in Tennessee. Is that what you're saying? Yes, I do have some X's in Texas. So what?
Maybe more than one. Maybe a dozen or two. Who knows?
Yeah, a dozen or two. I will not discuss the many dozens of divorces that I've had in state of Texas, but I will say, the legal team there represented me pretty good. So I'm just kidding. I don't want to get too much. I don't want to get DMs and messages from any of the exes that say, "Who are you talking about? Which one was that? Was that me you're talking about?" So, Pookie, we all have exes in Texas. That's right. That's why we need to hang our hats in Tennessee, is what I keep saying. So, at any rate, what was that? What was the next thing we were talking about? What were we talking about? Was Cocaine Bear was wrote with AI? Yeah. We covered all the shows. We covered out who we're gonna have. Am I gonna have some more guests coming up?
Check the wire now. Check the wire.
Check the wire. Check the wire. Check the wire. All of mine PCS. Oh man. Let's see. Now I'm looking at some of the guests. We got some other guests here too. We have Carrie Beaver joining us at the smoke pit. Keep it clean. Owner of Soldier Girl Coffee. She's that's the coffee that the smoke pit was highlighting for some of their giveaways. So that's just another thing in there. Who else we have? We got some more. We got more guests lining up anyway, so it's not like we're fucking. It's all the stuff. All I'm doing is reading some of the chats and reading the calendar of the pending and locked in and whatever. Oh, here we go with another ChatGPT. Texas is a diverse state with rich cultural heritage, vibrant cities, and beautiful landscapers. Sorry, English is a second language. I was reading that. Escape como en español. Otra vez. Vamos a hablar en español. Ándale pues, vámonos. Does everyone sell coffee now? It's home to a wide range of individuals, each with their own unique characteristics and experience.
That comment about coffee, I guess everyone went from writing their own books to now having their own coffee brand.
Yeah, well,
No, they went from writing their own books to having their own shirt brand. Now it's the coffee, right?
Well, I mean, some of the stuff that we wear that we want to wear in our shirt, like I'm wearing War Horses for Veterans and War Horses for Soft, right? So I'm wearing War Horses for Soft because they're one of our closest, I don't even know, friends, partnership, family. I mean, they've been with us from the get. So we owe, War Horse for Veterans, some love. So I will wear their accoutrements. I'll wear it. No big deal. Hola, Augustine Tosco. So I was gonna say, yeah. So, but there's I'm not seeing any. There's more thing here. It's always good to approach such generalizations with lighthearted attitude and keeping in mind that body positivity and respect for others are essential. Cyber awareness challenge is dropping that knowledge in there. Is Ranger Up still even up? I think. Yep, they are still the OGs. Ranger Up. Yep, they're still up. Texas has some good landscaping, huh? The Mexican jokes from ChatGPT just make themselves now. I don't know. Unless they're involved in a crime, then immediately Mexicans are considered white supremacists, right? Oh, I'm gonna shit post about that. Freaking. So what other stuff? What other stuff that we have that we were gonna talk about that was on the pew pew, because we have a lot of SARS time stuff to talk about right now. So I don't want to talk about Sergeant's Time when it's a Monday because it's a Monday edition. That makes sense. I figured my rant would be going off okay with whatever I was ranting about when it came to.
Right.
But I'm trying to see any more news. I will say this: there was something that was posted, and I'm glad none of our team reacted to. That I'm saying the team asked about this, but didn't get into too much. Now, what I'm going to show you and what I'm going to tell you is 1,000% fucking false. Like 1,000% false. Like this, what I'm going to show you is 100% false.
Off the charts.
It's fake as fuck. Fake as all hell. And let me show you. This is what's fake. So, you see that? And there's a lot of people in the chats talking to me, asking me if I knew about this, and we got this discussion. And how come you're not posting this? How come you're not posting shit like this? WTF moments, you should be ashamed of yourself that you're not posting this. You need to be telling the audience, blah, 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 blah. If this image was 100% fucking real, then yes, it would have been posted.
You could tell it's photoshopped.
Well, I mean, Photoshop, AI, it's fake. So this was about this, I don't know, what time was it like? Well, it had been like fucking 6 o'clock in the morning or something like that. It was early in the morning. Early in the morning that somebody reported that there was a blast at the Pentagon. Near the Pentagon. Then it was at the Pentagon. And yeah, it looks like it was Iraq. So this was sent out by some individuals who are called O-centers, open source individuals that like to troll the web and to prove people wrong, or not really prove it, but like highlight truth in reporting. So supposedly this was a fire and an explosion that happened in the Pentagon, and it didn't fucking happen at all. So be careful what you fucking share. There was
That's nowhere near the Pentagon.
Well, I mean, I don't even know what AI image is. But anyways, it was fake as hell. But understanding the consequences of how you share shit is that once the spread like crazy, like wildfire, over $500 million was sold off of the S&P in minutes. It affected the stock market. And I'm thinking,
are they going to get busted for interference with the stock market now because they've made gains in somewhere else?
They don't do shit to Congress, so I don't give a fuck. Yeah, that's another thing too. It's got to be congressional, right? So, but it was fucking hilarious how everybody jumped in my DMs and jumped into my chats and jumped into everything saying that there was a blast at the Pentagon. This needs to get reported. WTF moments needs to get on. You guys always report other shit. How come you're not reporting this? Because it didn't happen.
Should we verify first?
It was fake as fuck. Like, if you honestly think, if there was an explosion at the Pentagon, do you honestly think that it would just be shared on one site, Twitter, and then just like, that's it? It would be on every single freaking media outlet out there.
Even AOL says it's fake.
Even AOL? AOL, man. You freeze dried or doing hard time? What the hell? What the AOL? Who uses AOL anymore? So everybody.
They're still on. They do exist.
Yeah.
AOL still does exist.
So, anyways, it was fake. That's why I only posted an image, because I'm not going to perpetuate this bullshit of, well, you should have reported this, and this was fake. And of course, all the QAnon idiots immediately like, sure, this didn't happen. Sure, it's part of the plan, quote unquote. What was that? What's their stupid fucking logo? What's QAnon's bullshit fucking what's that term that they have? I don't know what it was. They have, you got mail. My grandfather still uses AOL. They have some, QAnon has some sort of like, so say we all, or some shit like that. Some, this is the way, or I have spoken. They have some sort of like Mandalorian like fucking discussion that they that's their line. I don't even fucking know it
because you don't follow their way of guidance, I guess.
Well, I mean, I the mask from that movie. Wait, no, that's not anonymous. It's the QAnon idiots. The QAnon idiots are the ones that like to spread the fucking, somebody farts the wrong way or a post goes up on a military site and immediately it says it's all trust the plan. It's all part of the plan.
With their Q drops.
Yeah, another Q drops. Yeah, we always talk about that too. It was like we post something like that. Man, when the PSYOP kids did their fucking Psywar recruitment video, holy shit! I got not really threatened, but I got told by QAnon people, when's the next event? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? What's not DMs, but like literally out in the open.
Wouldn't it be entertaining to watch the PSYOPs get involved with QAnon and just play with them with their PSYOP stuff and QAnon reacting to it? Wouldn't that be a great popcorn show?
Boy, wouldn't that be a great popcorn show there, Shipwreck? What are you talking about? PSYOPers fucking with QAnon people?
Oh, yeah. Like, full encore, the whole kid caboodle, gloves off type thing. You know?
Yep. Pookie, if you post that, that's probably going to get hidden. That emblem right there. I think the Facebook has removed that from their algorithm.
That's Pookie always poking the bear.
Pookie's always poking a bear. Pookie's gonna be like, wait, they took my shit down? I'm like, yeah, bro, they're gonna take your shit down. Let me see if it got taken away.
I don't see it.
Yeah, it's hidden. They hid it.
It's sitting in the back office. I want to see what this looks like.
Facebook. I think that was some of the high level filtration stuff that we also set up too at U.S. Army WTF Moments, and then there's the Q map. Yeah, exactly. Oh, the Q map. Oh my god. Oh, shit. Well, you say something about QAnon and they freak the fuck out. That means they've been acknowledged. For some reason, they have this thing that they think John JFK Jr. is going to come back from the fucking grave and assume the ascend to be the president of the United States. They are that fucking committed. They think that.
Well, they did with JFK. They did started releasing from the archives.
Yeah, but QAnon people think that JFK Jr. is going to come back. Like he's been hidden somewhere. It's almost like when you see
Elvis.
Yeah. It's like he's like arrive somewhere. It's like exactly that, Josh. It's like when you see vehicles going to NTC or GRTC, Jade Helm. You have Alex.
What about Tupac? Is he coming back too?
Yeah, exactly. Well, Tupac's always been back. Him, Elvis, and Freddie Mercury are all just chilling on an island, and Osama bin Laden's the bartender. But anyways,
I got a mental image there. I'm sorry.
But then like it's exactly that. It's like fucking Alex Jones. They all jump on that QAnon. They all think that they're like in the know. Oh, Alex Jones. We know what's going to happen. Q is going to come out, and then the next, you're going to have JFK Jr. come out and smoke a cigar, and we're all going to have a good time, and he's going to be the president. That's what fucking Alex Jones thinks is going to happen. All that QAnon bullshit. It's almost like the televangelists. They like to have some sort of prophecy that we're all going to fucking die at a specific year or the world's going to end at a specific time. And every single one of those evangelicals have been fucking proven wrong. And then they get butthurt, they get pissed off, and God works mysterious ways. And then the next thing you know, they come back a few years later and then decide to say that, God's going to come and the rapture's coming and all this other stuff. And I'm thinking,
who was that guy historically? A lot of his stuff came true.
Nostradamus. You're talking about Nostradamus,
yeah,
right?
That's what I'm talking. Exactly.
Yeah, but
a lot of his stuff came true.
Yeah, but Alex Jones and freaking like evangelicals like Joel Osteen, just give me some more money so I can get a new Ferrari. But by the way, I'm not going to help you out if you need it. That type of evangelical.
Jones has admitted that his is for entertainment purposes only. So
well,
his stuff doesn't hold weight because it's entertainment purposes only. Kind of like Jerry Springer, entertainment purposes only.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Well, I don't know. Jerry Springer, was it true? Did it not? Are you saying that it was all made up? Are you saying all the Jerry Springer stuff?
All of his shows
were an act?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Yes, I know that for a fact.
I'm just playing with you.
I got first-hand knowledge of that as a fact.
I'm just playing. How the fuck is Alex Jones the most polarized on-air host? I miss Rush Limbaugh. Hey, he fucking lasted long. You know, the whole thing is that everybody else, like, if you were to sit back and listen to everybody's broadcast and how they all talk, they were all fucking off their fucking rocker when it came to some of their shit that they wanted. Hell, people are gonna say that I'm off my rocker for talking about a south of the border Ellis Island that I know will fucking work. Both parties want that shit to happen. That's how they feed off of their own grievance. The grievance industry is a cottage industry.
Well, most of those political people, all it is it's an act out in public behind closed doors or something else.
Yeah, hang on for a sec. I'm gonna show Pookie this. Take a picture of the Pooks for the Pookie of his hidden comment right here. There we go. There we go, Pooks. There we go.
I've been dying to see this.
You're dying to see it. It's been hidden, so I'm gonna post the. There we go.
It hid that. Wow.
It hit it. There you go. Should I unhide it? Or just leave it alone?
That's nothing. I'm sorry.
It hit it. I'm just saying it hit it. But
it's gibberish. It
is gibberish. No, it is gibberish. It's supposed to symbol some where we go one, where we go all, or some shit like that. Some fucking bullshit.
I can't pronounce it.
Yeah.
No.
It's an acronym, Shipwreck. It's not a fucking word. It's an acronym.
But how would you say that acronym though? Every acronym you say, you know.
Well, that's true. The military does have to say. So we.
So how would you say that acronym?
You would say you would say Wig 1, Wig Gia, or something like that. Wigga. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. Chat GPT's like figuring this out. We do WGA. So as a matter of fact, let me post this up so that way people are like, "What am I talking about?"
Pookie in the background. Yeah. That's not how you say that shit. I'm waiting for him to call in now and say, "This is how you say it."
Pookie.
And why he's holding the beer in the other hand, you know?
Vega. It's Vegan MAGA. Vegan Magan. Let me show you what we're talking about. What Facebook did. It hid that emblem right there, and we're trying to pronounce it. So, well, how would you pronounce that bullshit QAnon fucking symbol right? That little fucking saying that they have.
How would you say that acronym?
Yeah, everyone's
acronym, not the actual word phrase, what it means, but the acronym. How would you say?
Yeah, how would you say it? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh my God, dude. How would you say that? Chat GPT, how would you say that? Since we got Chat GPT in the chats chatting up and posting some stuff. How would you say that?
I don't know. Give me like a minute. I'll tell you.
No, don't. I don't want Chat GPT to like ban us.
I got a rabbit hole with Chat GPT on many topics. So
yeah, exactly. So Josh says, can't we go back to the good old days of conspiracy theories where lizard people running the government, aliens crossbreeding with people from Arkansas? We had it good back then. Why's it got to be Arkansas? Why
wow.
Why's it got to be?
She's pretty good.
Why is it got to be Arkansas? Why is it got to be? I'm just saying. But anyways, live 2000 or 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 days a week, Sunday through Friday. Yeah, whatever happened to the frogs that turned into, yeah, exactly. Okay, so here it is. Here's Chat GPT back in the chats again, saying that WWG1 WGA stands where we go, where we go one, we all go all. It's a popular slogan associated with the QAnon conspiracy theory. While I don't endorse or promote conspiracy theories, I can understand that different individuals may have different beliefs and interpretations of how. Remember that critical thinking and examining information from reliable sources is crucial in navigating complex topics. If you have any other questions or topics you'd like to explore, feel free to let me know. There you go.
You know, that actually goes back to 2010.
What's that? Chat GPT or the QAnon bullshit?
The QAnon phrase quote bullshit goes all the way back to 2010.
I did not know that. Oh, see.
Yeah, it's been around that long.
They seem to think that fucking JFK Jr. is going to be walking out of a fucking on a stage and with smoke and behind a curtain and some shit with Donald Trump fucking holding his hand up and all that shit, and Joe Olstein's going to be fucking giving him a Ferrari or something like that. So, I'm still trying to figure out how they got the zombie JFK Jr. from that acronym. Exactly. It's too soon? Too soon? Are we talking about? Is it bad to talk about JFK Jr. even though he's not freaking? How many people did they share all that stuff? Oh, a lot of people shared that. You're talking about that fake blast? Yep, a lot of people. Lot of people fake shared it. So again, we did not. WTF Moments is kind of like, what the hell is this? Some admins are around at the Pentagon. They're like, what explosion? There ain't no explosion. So there you go. It was an AI image. It was fake. Make sure you tune in to all the fucking channels so you can hear all the hosts. We're live on 5 different locales. Twitter with no chat capability, of course. The 2 Facebook pages at U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio with full chat capabilities. YouTube with full chat capabilities. And, of course, Twitching on the Twitching with the Twitch. We are also on Twitch. So if you're a gamer, we have an audience member who likes to play games and listen to our shows. So on Twitch, so we'll let them have it. There you go. But also on YouTube, also on 2 Facebook pages, WTF Moments and U.S. Army WTF Nation Radio and U.S. Army WTF Moments, and of course Twitter. I'm trying to find what is this with this. What is the Q thing? Yeah, exactly that. What is the Q thing? Supposedly there's going to be some new coming out items with Twitter. So curious to see how that works out. So is it a club to join? No, it isn't a club. Just join in. Also, if you guys do on the timeline, you can see right below us, right before we went on air, is the Grunts Gaming Network. Our gamers. We have gamers. So if you want to shoot the shit with them or jump on some of their games, then there you go. What else we got going on? What else do we have? Do you have anything for me, Shipwreck?
Be careful of the acronyms.
Be careful of the acronyms. Do they give free stuff? I don't know. Who are you talking about? Who's they? Oh, GGN. I think they have game. They have little gaming events, and they're currently supposed to be doing something right now with Regiment. So I don't know if that's happening. So at any rate, the Q thing. Oh, I don't know if they give free stuff. So with that, shit, we're out of here, man. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for joining and shooting the shit with us. And with that, shots. See ya. You got anything to say, Shipwreck?
No, I don't know. I already said what I gotta say.
Oh, you already said what you gotta say. What you already said? You already said?
Yeah, about acronyms.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we're out. Y'all have a good night. Peace.
Later.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Sometimes when I look at I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. I think it's WTF Army or something.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
mariachi me acompaña cuando canto mi canción. Me gusta tomar mis copas, lo mejor. También el tequila blanco con su sal le da sabor. Ay, 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 mi amor. Ay, mi morena de mi corazón. Ay, 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 amor. Ay, mi morena de mi corazón.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
There are many simple things in the world. Shovels. They are all different. Gardening shovel. Unloading shovel. Children's shovel. But there is also a different shovel. We use it when we come to the position. In short time, it helps us dig a trench which saves us from bullets. If a tank will pass over the trench, there is a high probability that it will not cause any harm to the soldier. We dig in the ground, deeper, and then connect the trenches with our friends to the left. In just a few hours, trenches are all connected. When we do not have an axe, we can use a shovel to cut a loaf of bread. A soldier uses a shovel as a paddle, crossing the wide river under enemy fire. If we run out of ammunition, we will use a shovel again, and then we'll move on. And when we get the order to stop, we'll take a shovel again and build around us an impregnable fortress. This fortress is defended by the army of Ukraine, our army.
The horse, with beauty unsurpassed, strength immeasurable, and grace unlike any other, still remains humble enough to carry a man upon its back. When a service member or first responder takes an oath, he or she has mentally and physically committed themselves with self-sacrifice. From the front lines abroad to the very streets you live on in America, they protect. This oath is non-refundable and it is lifelong. Facing unimaginable dangers and unseen scars, these grounds are a place to recover and face any challenges head-on. As veterans and first responders ourselves, we know that battle all too well. From a simple talk with a friend on horseback to an entire debrief in the barn, this sanctuary has seen recovery take place time and time again. No hour of life is wasted that is spent in a saddle. The way we approach change isn't a new phenomenon. This animal has been with humans over 5,000 years. If you've ever been around a horse for long enough, you'll feel that thing, that electric trust. In that moment, nothing else is in your mind. When they turn into you, it's like the world disappears. We harness that moment to build skills off of. Repurposing requires flexibility, adaptability, and the willingness to challenge assumptions and conventional thinking. This approach can be applied to many areas in life, including business, education, and personal growth. To ride a horse is to fly without wings. This lesson and skills learned at War Horses will help reintegrate back into daily life. You'll learn coping mechanisms, improved communication skills, trust and confidence that will help reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. These tools can be used every day to navigate life and take on many challenges. This may involve practicing mindfulness, setting boundaries, improving communication with loved ones. Transitioning back to society is hard on your own. And when you're at War Horses, you're family. And families solve problems together.